Well, hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining me here. You've reached Kathleen Shattuck, and you're watching Soul Level Healing and Guidance. And please excuse me here while I get our Palo Santos going. Here's a little smudge just for you as you come in and tune in. Hey, there we go. That's better. Give myself a smudge so we can start up with clean energy. And one little puff for good measure. Yes, I smoke pot. For those of you that don't know, yes, I smoke marijuana. Gonna put this away because we have some serious business to attend to. For those of you that are returning, thank you so much for returning to my channel, my subscribers. Thanks for being here, guys. And if you are new, welcome. My name is Kathleen. I'm a psychic medium, a shaman, and a Reiki master teacher. And I'm here today to talk to you guys about this new moon that's coming up on November 13th, 2023. I'd like to do a little bit of a reading for you guys, and we're going to get into some tarot. But first, I would like to read something that I wrote. It's a little bit of some channeling, a little channeled message that I tuned into. So I'm going to read that now. And let's begin. So the phoenix is a mythical bird that catches on fire and is reborn from its own ashes. It lives again and again, very much like we do through the cycles of reincarnation. The recent eclipse events that we have experienced over the last few months were like a trial by fire and a clearing away of the old energy in our closest relationships. Now it is up to us to discover what is rising up from our ashes and embrace our evolution, growth, and expansion in our relationships with ourselves and with others. We have Jupiter in Taurus expanding what can no longer be ignored when it comes to our emotional needs. And we also have Chiron in Aries, suggesting that we are ready to face and to heal our deepest fears when it comes to love and relationships. This could be the beginning of a whole new you in terms of your relationship with yourself and with others. It could also be the breaking point that people decide that they no longer care about themselves or anyone else. Sadly, the masks are dropping all around, and the selfish are beginning to expose themselves now. There is a deeply wounded aspect within the collective that most will find healing and closure through this energy. And we could see some big changes ahead in ourselves and in the people around us. There's something dark within the collective that is dying, and a new, more light-filled aspect or fragment of our collective soul is now taking its place. Now, that message is for the group of you watching that are on the road to healing and transmuting your own darkness into light. Those of you that are putting in the work and doing the work, okay, will have nothing to worry about. But for those people who choose to not heal, those who will not listen to reason, or who stubbornly force their will upon others, those who take advantage of and manipulate other people for their own selfish gain, the road ahead for these folks will be very, very difficult. Karma happens to be instant in the fourth dimension. which is where we currently reside. We will see this happen more and more with those who continue to commit these acts of selfishness. We will mostly see this energy play out in our feelings with ourselves and how we feel in our closest relationships. The guides gave me the Death card in the tarot and the Phoenix bird as representing the changes that we are going through with this new moon. They say that these are necessary changes for the better, for our evolution, and these energies are here actually to help us on our path towards higher consciousness and also higher states of being, okay? So everything basically like bad that's happening or you perceive as bad happening in your life, or anything that's kind of like crumbling apart or has crumbled apart, you have to understand that that had to happen for a reason, for the new good things. Those of you that have been putting in the work, that have been trying to heal, trying to find yourself on this path of, spirituality, of self-discovery, of, healing the trauma and trying to, get yourself balanced. Those of you that are going through the crap right now, I want you to let go of control and trust that, the man upstairs or whoever it is that you personally believe in. I believe in a creator personally. As you can see, I've got my pentacle on. I am not a Christian, but I do work with Jesus. Jesus is actually one of my guides. I'm a non-Christian ordained minister, in fact, and I consider myself a pagan witch. Okay, that would be my own personal religion. Yes, I'm an energy healer, psychic, and Reiki master. Okay, but personally, my personal religion would be pagan. Okay, I work with the nature spirits, and I celebrate the natural cycles and seasons of the earth, which is really how we are designed. That's actually how we are supposed to all live, is by the cycles of nature. We need to stop seeing ourselves as separate from nature, okay? Now, enough on my tangent about nature. This energy is really hard to go through. It is a death energy, which means that, many who were near and dear to your heart, things that, you thought would be, never came, very broken-hearted energy. And I'm wearing flowers and roses today because I'm really feeling that Mary Magdalene energy of compassion. I'm also feeling the energy of Mother Teresa coming in as we are talking. And just before the camera came on, I was guided to show you that I am all about the rose energy right now. Okay, we've got rose. This is heme rose incense I picked up recently. So anything that you can do to help this heartbreak energy, would suggest doing some aromatherapy. Rose is always good for inviting that loving essence into your heart. When we are hurting, life isn't easy, okay? There's a lot of pain out there that people are going through. I'm talking about, careers ending, divorces, financial ruin, okay? Losing your kids. I mean, the list goes on. Homelessness, okay? There's a lot of crap happening out there to not only my clients, but to the collective. Humanity itself is in great suffering, great fear and worry, okay? We've got a war happening in the Middle East. There's a lot of uncertainty right now. So what do we do in these uncertain times? We need to hunker down. For one, we need to tighten our, our financial, excesses. We need to kind of rein ourselves in financially, not in to be scared, but to be sensible. Okay, it's time that we weigh out wants versus needs, because even if you haven't felt the pinch yet, you're going to feel the pinch, when bread and milk cost $20, okay, for like $10 a piece. That's what we're coming to financially. It's going to get worse, and unfortunately We are in the Scorpio energy. This is very Plutonian energy. Things have to die. The old system has to die. And before it dies, guess what? We're going to see crazy inflation. We're going to see stuff like that happened before World War II broke out. So get ready, guys. It's really time to get grounded and start, preparing ourselves. Right now we're dealing with loss, though. And so this is where we need to focus. Okay. We need to get ourselves emotionally cleansed and balanced. And I can think of no better way to do that than to have a Reiki energy healing session. But also, I recommend going to counseling, go to therapy, go to acupuncture, go see a chiropractor, see a healer, okay? These spiritual issues will manifest very real physical symptoms if you don't get a hold of what is hurting your heart right now. So whether you've lost everything, you've had a breakup, you've had a divorce, you're devastated, please try to remember that what is coming for you, the new good things that are coming for you are going to be so much better than what is leaving your life. And I think this is the theme, is that we need to remember that what is leaving our lives, okay, no matter maybe how much we want to grab onto it, still, okay, no matter what, it's leaving. We have to trust that what is coming into us is going to be better than what is going. So this is very much an energy of releasing, and that energy is kind of still flowing from this last full moon we had. So, as that energy pushes out, we want to start planting the seeds of the new. I want you guys all to start thinking about maybe 10 years out from now. I don't know why I'm getting that number. It's about 10 years out from now, and see where do you want to see yourself at that time. Start making a mental list and make some goals of things that you want to see in your future while you are accepting what is leaving your life. Okay. Now, with that being said, I think we're going to go ahead and go into the tarot. And I'm going to pull out my Lost Hollow tarot deck, my scary tarot deck, as some people have called it, because this deck really calls you out. It calls you out on your shit, and that's just how it is. It makes no apologies. And these are really beautiful cards, very high vibration. These are my Ascended Darkness cards. I feel like these are for a master who has, gone to the lowest depths of darkness and then risen back up to the highest, forms of light. And I kind of feel like for myself, that is a little bit of my soul's history. I think that I maybe started out as some kind of angelic being, and then I descended down into pits of despair, and now I'm rising back up out of that, and sprouted my wings again. So yeah, this is a time of transformation, of transmutation, and we have to be patient as we are waiting for the new to come in. And so I'm just going to call in the angels and guides, ascended masters, guardians, ancestors, and helper spirits to join us. Call in our gatekeeper guides also to keep us safe and protected. And you guys can call in any of your guides now at this time too. And ask, what do we have for the collective viewing audience, please? All right, we had 2 cards pop up. One fell on the floor, of course. All right. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is actually a really good card. This is the card of attainment. Okay, this is the card of having it all, being on top of the universe. This is emotional fulfillment, okay? Just as I was talking about in my kind of energy reading that I read to you, okay, this speaks of emotional fulfillment, and then that is what we're kind of after. I'm seeing this card a little bit as almost a map, like a map to our emotional fulfillment. And they're actually showing me for you guys to kind of make a map of what emotionally fills you. Like put you here and then put a bunch of circles. What do you need to feel happy? What do you need to feel secure and satisfied in life? Like, what are your major like needs? Okay, identifying needs. Someone needs to do that out there. Now, we also got the Nine of Wands, so fortitude. So this is a card of kind of defending yourself and making yourself, you know, able to have such a thick skin that nothing penetrates you. Nothing can touch you as long as you don't feed into it, okay? I'm getting for someone out there that's doing really well and having a lot of people be jealous of them. I'm getting that, you know what, don't sweat it, okay? Because they can knock themselves out, shoot their arrows at you all they want, but they can't touch you because you don't feed into their drama. The moment that you feed into somebody else's drama or even acknowledge it or give it power in any way, you are losing your own power by doing so. So I want you to remember that it's very important not to react. No matter how hard it is to not react, you need to just not do it, because the best revenge that you can give a narcissist is no reaction. No reaction at all. That's the best way to burn them up, and eventually they'll just get bored and they'll go away. And you can just keep on living your best life, okay? This person is just having it all. They're having the happiness, the relationships that they desire. And when you start moving into a higher vibration, guys, okay, I know this from personal experience and ongoing, in my life. When I've noticed the higher that I have gotten in vibration, the more the dark wants to come and try to take me down. And we go through this, especially when we're about ready to level up in some way. Okay, we're about to step into mission, or we're about to, do a big project that's going to help a lot of people. This is where the darkness wants to kind of rise up and try to stop that before it can happen. So it's really important that we recognize, our own achievements, and that we do things to maintain our health and our, also our spiritual health. And that includes our emotional health. So I really advise you guys going through heartache and grief. Perhaps you've lost, you lost this, and now you feel like, you can't get it back and you're on your own. I feel like there are some lonely viewers out there too, that you feel like you'll just be attacked if you try to approach the situation. Yeah, I'm feeling for you. You need to just give that situation some time. Okay, just give it some time. All right, now we're going to find out what else does Spirit have for you. Just a moment, take a drink. All right, let's see what else Spirit has to say to my collective viewing audience. All right, one more card here. And we got the Princess of Swords. Okay, so the Princess of Swords generally indicates that there is a little bit of spying going on. Somebody's watching you. Somebody could be talking about you. This could be online. And there's also somebody that's really immature with their words. So this is kind of a warning to watch out, because there's somebody that is, keeping an eye on what you're doing. And they could try to be interfering with your happiness, especially if you have found this. If you're sitting here in the 10 of Cups, you are in happiness, and other people are watching, and they could possibly be jealous. So that's a warning for some of you out there, that there's a lot of jealousy, and there's jealousy that's brought on by, by emotional pain. There are people that are just not happy out there. And because they're not happy, they don't want you to be happy. Or they don't want you to be happy with the person that you're with. And they selfishly, want you for themselves. There's lots of situations like that out there. And all I can say to that is, You shouldn't have to chase love. You should never have to chase love, ladies, okay? And gentlemen, love should always be easy. It should always come to you. If somebody truly loves you and there's a potential for a relationship, they will let you know, okay? The person will show you through action that they want to be with you. And if not, then you need to let it go, okay? You need to let it go. All right. Now, I'm pulling some emotional cards just to see for a little finish here what would be good for everyone who is watching this to focus on for the next few weeks for this new moon in Scorpio. All right, and we have, okay, the energy that has come up is fear, F-E-A-R, fear. All right, it says it's about time. Notice how you feel at night. Have you ever felt a spike of fear or anxiety once the sun sets? This makes a lot of sense when you think about evolution. Our ancestors had to keep themselves safe at night by being on high alert. If fear creeps in tonight as you're settling down, try acknowledging its role in history. Maybe try saying, "Hey fear, I knew you'd show up," because you often do right about now. Naming the emotional experience can help regulate our physical response. It can also give us the mental space to determine if the data that fear is offering is something that needs to be addressed right now, or if it can wait until the morning. So, this card is suggesting as an exercise, the next time that you have a repetitive fear, okay, I'm going to interject that part, a repetitive fear or like obsessive, thought that just keeps coming through your mind. I want you to give it a name, and I want you to recognize when this emotion comes on. And the card is suggesting when you name it, then you are giving an association of it to your brain. And then you can stop for a moment when you're having this repeating obsessive feeling to examine it and ask yourself, is this a valid, thing I should be doing? Is this healthy for me to be doing right now? Does this need to be addressed right now, or should I be doing something more important? The more that we can tune in and talk to ourselves, the better. And that's really going to open up the pathways that you could actually begin some healing. So with that, guys, I think I am going to go ahead and cap it up. We're already at 22 minutes. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. And so some energies you can work with and colors. I'm definitely going to recommend some rose essential oil or rose incense for everyone to try. Perhaps taking a cleansing rose bath might be in order. I would also suggest that we use grounding crystals at this time and working with the color red and also a hot pink. So, pink tourmaline would be good, a watermelon tourmaline. I would also recommend a red jasper for crystals to work with this energy. And remember that moons are all about planting seeds. And Scorpio, this Scorpio new moon really focuses on our relationships, and our foundational relationships. So perhaps planting seeds around those areas of your life would be most beneficial at this time. So I thank you so much for watching me once again, and if you would be so kind, please leave a like on your way out. It really helps to grow the channel and also fight those nasty little algorithms that YouTube has. Get my content out to the people that need to hear this message. So I thank you so much, and I will see you guys soon. Take care until then. Bye-bye.